Good for thee, but not for me. It's an old saying that's found new meaning this weekend as major media and public health officials tore into the motorcyclists gathered in Sturgis, South Dakota.
There's a gathering right now of some 700,000 people. Last year, it was a smaller turnout, and it was over about 150,000 people, and it led to a massive outbreak in the Dakotas, where they became number one and number two for essentially the rest of the calendar year of cases. What do you expect this rally to do to that part of the country?
Well, I'm very concerned, Chuck, that we're going to see another surge related to that rally.
Was there a surge last year? A USA Today fact check in September of 2020, more than a month after last year's rally had ended, found, quote, South Dakota confirmed 124 COVID-19 cases tied to the Sturgis rally as of September 8th. And other states have reported at least 290 people in 12 states testing positive after attending the rally. About 460,000 people attended the rally. The infection rate based on the above numbers is 0.09%. Another mass gathering managed to escape the scrutiny of Chuck Todd and Dr. Fauci and others. A week after CDC Director Rochelle Walensky called for the vaccinated to again wear masks indoors, several hundred maskless people gathered at the $12 million Martha Vineyard mansion of Barack Obama for the 60th birthday party of the former president. Photos of the event were ordered deleted, but many got through. A who's who of celebrities, including Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks, George Clooney, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and climate czar John Kerry, attended and danced into the night. Some partiers even fired up Massachusetts legal weed into the wee hours. Also largely escaping the attention of the press was a nearby, confirmed super spreader event, the Independence Day celebration in heavily gay Provincetown, Massachusetts. Quote, as of July 29th, a total of 934 confirmed positive cases of COVID-19 had been officially reported to the Massachusetts Department of Public Health, associated with the Provincetown cluster. Of these cases, 560 are Massachusetts residents, 231 of which reside in Provincetown. It is clear that, along with a resurgence of the virus variant, America is experiencing a resurgence of politicization of the virus, a politicization that largely singles out red states while ignoring spikes in blue states. When President Biden recently told Florida Governor Ron DeSantis to, quote, get out of the way of mask mandates, a fired-up governor returned fire.
This is a guy who ran for president saying he was going to, quote, shut down the virus. And what has he done? He's imported more virus from around the world by having a wide-open southern border. You have hundreds of thousands of people pouring across every month. And it's not just from Mexico. In fact, it's rarely from Mexico. You have over 100 different countries where people are pouring through. Not only are they letting them through, they're then farming them out all across our communities across this country, putting them on planes, putting them on buses. Do you think they're being worried about COVID for that? Of course not.
Also conspicuously absent from coverage that often paints rural and red state whites as ignorant, selfish anti-vaxxers is the reality that anti-vaxxers proliferate in minority communities too. The CDC reports, quote, as of August 2nd, less than half of Black and Hispanic people have received at least one COVID vaccine dose in the vast majority of states reporting data. The vaccination rate for Black people is less than 50% in 38 of 42 reporting states, including 7 states where less than a third of Black people have received one or more doses. Similarly, less than half of Hispanic people have received a COVID-19 vaccine dose in 32 of 40 reporting states. Also often ignored is that while most media salivate over reporting COVID spikes, they often pay scant attention to the decline that usually follows 2 weeks later. That's what happened in Provincetown. On August 4th, a month after that super spreader gathering, state health officials reported, quote, Tuesday's 3.2% positivity rate, along with the 7-day average positivity rate of 4.2%, are lows after rates reached about 15% in mid-July amid a cluster that eventually included more than 1,000 people in several states. The outbreak is subsiding. This week, the Israeli government reported that 14 Israelis who got a third shot were later infected with COVID-19. That suggests that the even now widely rumored booster shots are not fully effective. No wonder that in Iceland, the lead public health official is now stating what U.S. officials dare not. Quote, herd immunity must be achieved by transmitting the virus. In other words, he's saying it's basically okay to go to Obama's party. It's okay to go to Sturgis, to live your life, because natural immunity must be achieved. Quote, what's good for thee is in fact good for me. Doug McKelway for the Washington Examiner.